Welcome, beautiful souls. Within the city that I'm in, Tucson, Arizona, one thing I really love about this city is the fact that there are angel numbers everywhere, or at least I'm noticing them. And one thing I keep seeing a lot of is 777777. These multiples of seven on these buses. And this is definitely a timely message for me. Just to share with you that continue to move forward in positivity, because when you're seeing numbers like this, and if you happen to be watching this video, this is resonating with you as well. There is going to be a windfall of blessings that's unfolding in your life any moment now. You're going to be seeing these blessings in the form of things happening for you that you least expect. Even things in your wildest imagination are coming to light. Also, when you're seeing these multiples of seven, it's giving you further inclination from a spiritual standpoint that your angels are so pleased with what you've done so far, that your blessings are going to manifest abundantly. Talking about opening up opportunities where there was none, even in a space of thinking that, okay, there's no doors here, and there's nobody I know to network with. That doesn't even matter. There will be new doors open. There's going to be networks coming into play for you, and things that just will blow your mind. And it's all because just deciding to stay on the path of righteousness. And so often it may seem very lonely when you're focusing on, moving away from negative people, moving away from things that don't serve you, right? And when you really feel that, okay, sometimes you feel like, okay, give me a sign, and there it is. So by seeing this sign of these multiples of sevens, when it comes to a biblical reference, and I'm focused on biblical because most people are familiar with biblical scriptures, it is definitely giving you insight from the Most High that to continue to take the path that is narrow. Because in the Bible, it talks about forgiving 77, what is it, 77 times 7 or 70 times 7? You get the gist. And it's not to be foolish or anything like that, but to continue to operate within this world with a warm heart, with a pure heart and pure intentions. And when you're doing these things from true love, this is how you gain momentum when it comes to manifestations. All right, focusing on the I am. I am prosperous. I am ordained. I am divine. I am divinely provided for. When you're focusing on those frequencies, even if you're in the midst of a storm at this time, even if you're in a situation where you got to walk, where you got to catch buses, whatever it is, understand that these things are only temporary points within your life. These are milestones that you're going through. And also, I want to share that on this journey, I had to really get back into a humble state, right? I've always been able to continue to have a level of humility despite a lot of gains I've had in life. I've had very nice things, material possessions, but it came a point in my life where I wanted to really separate myself from what didn't serve me. And, when it comes to prayer, you got to be very specific. And somehow, a lot of the things that I really enjoyed, I really worked hard for, a lot of my material possessions were gone, were taken away. But I understood that although I had to go through this season of starting over again, of having to ride buses again, in light of all that, I was able to still be a beam of light even in those situations. So often, when you get on these buses and people are very defeated, they're, exhausted by situations that are happening within their lives. And so, by me going through this process of having to start over again, all right, recalibrating my life, refocusing, reflecting on things, it brought me to the understanding that, wow, even in the midst of me thinking that, okay, I'm starting over, and for a while I was a bit embarrassed about having to get back on the bus or whatever. But as I began to focus more so on the talk, all right, I had to really walk it like I talk it. And so this was a time for me to be grateful for what it is that I do have and to really even enjoy going through this process. And so as I was walking towards the bus station, sorry, the actual bus stop, and this picture was taken months ago, but I decided to share it because I keep seeing this bus in particular with this cap with this numbers on it. As I was walking towards the bus stop and I began to feel a little anxious, and then when the bus came up and it had these numbers, I just had that aha moment that, wow, the angels are letting me know to keep focused, keep myself in a positive attitude because I am a representation of Christ consciousness in human form. I am an earth angel, and so I have to behave as such. And so by keeping myself positive, focusing on the here and now and being thankful for my ability to still have a life that everything is provided for. I have everything I need. And although I may not necessarily have the type of vehicle that I want, that's coming. And this was a sign because these multiples of sevens is like hitting the lotto. Definitely. The big lotto. And so again, when I went to another location and my total was $77.77. So again, further confirmations after confirmation that look, angels, the ancestors, God is watching over me and providing for me every step of the way. But